So hey everyone, hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to the channel. This is Abhishek on the other side. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon in order to get the latest notification first. So without much further ado, let's start out this video. So today in this video we're gonna solve remove duplicates from sorted list. So now it is an easy level question from LeetCode. So what this question says? So we are given the head of a sorted linked list, right? So we need to delete all the duplicates such that each element appears only once. And then we need to return the linked list in sorted fashion as well. Okay. So let's consider this example. So in this example, we have a linked list, which is now this one, which is pointing to this one, another one, and this one is pointing to two, right? And this two is pointing to null. Okay, right. So over here we can see that one is appearing twice, right? So we need to remove either this one, or we can remove this one. Okay, so let's say that we remove this one. Okay, so if we remove this one, then our final linked list will become 1, which is pointing to 2. Now in this linked list there is no other element which is repeating, right? And hence it is our answer. And what you need to return? We need to return the head of this linked list. Okay, so let's take another example. So let's consider this example. So in this example, we see that 1 is pointing to 1, right? And then this 1 is pointing to 2. This 2 is pointing to 3. And finally this 3 is pointing to 3, right? And while this is pointing to null, right? Okay, null. Now over here we find that this 1 is repeated twice, right? As you can see, 1 and 2. This is 2 times this 1 is repeated. So we can either delete this one or we can remove this one. Okay, so let's say that we remove this one. Now if we remove this one, now this link will be pointing to 2, right? Okay, now next we also find that element 3 is repeated twice, right? So we can either remove this tree, or we can remove this tree, right? So let's say that we remove this tree. Okay, so if we remove this tree, now this guy is going to point to the null, right? And hence our resultant linked list will be this, as you can see over here, right? And this is our answer, right? So now let's see the algorithm for this problem. So let's consider this linked list. Now in this linked list, if we find that we have the number of ones present in this linked list is 3, right? As in this is 1, 2 and 3, right? So number of 2's present in this linked list is 2, right? So as you can see over here, this is 2 and this is also 2, right? Number of 3's present in this linked list is 2, right? And this is 2 and this is 2, right? So we need to convert this linked list to this linked list, right? We need to convert this linked list, right, to this linked list, as you can see. Now which will contain 1 1 1 2 and 1 3, right? And this 3 will be pointing to null, as you can see over here. So what we're going to do, we need to make this, we can either remove this one, right, or we can remove this one, or we can remove this one, right? So let's say that we remove these two ones, this one and this one, right? So if you remove these two ones, then this link, so currently this one is pointing to this link, this one, right? So we need to make this one point to this two, right? And hence this one and this one will be deleted, right? These two ones will be deleted, as this is the head of the linked list, right? This is the head of the linked list, right? Now, over here we find that we have two twos, right? So we need to have only one two, right? So for that, what we can do, we need to make this two point to this two, and hence this link will be deleted, right? Similarly for 3, we need to make this 3 points to null, and similarly this link will also be deleted, right? Because there are two number of 3's, so hence it will be 1. So finally we'll get this linked list, as you can see over here. So now let's see the algorithm for this problem. Now we know that this is the head of the linked list, right? This guy over here is the head of the linked list, right? So we at first we're gonna have a temporary pointer. Let's say consider PTR, right? Now this PTR will be pointing to this head, right? As you can see over here, PTR will point to this head. Now at first what we're gonna do? We need to check PTR. We need to check whether our PTR of val. Now we know that the PTR represents the address of the linked list, right? Address of the element, right? Over here, and PTR of val will represent the value. That is one. So we need to check that this one, right, is equals to PTR of next. Now what is this PTR of next? Now PTR is of next signifies this element, right? Because this element's next is this element, right? Its value, and this value will signify the element 1, as you can see over here, right? So we need to check whether this PTR of val is equals to PTR of next of val, right? That means whether this PTR, this is PTR and this is PTR of next, right? And whether the element of these two is equal or not. Now we find that this is also 1, this is also 1, right? And hence they are equal. So what we're going to do, we're going to make this one point to this one, okay? And hence we are going to cut this off. And hence we are going to make our PTR of next, right? PTR of next points to PTR of next, right? So PTR of your next of next, right? So I am writing next as short form, as you can see. So PTR of next, so which means that this is PTR, and your PTR of next means this arrow, right? So we are actually making this node's next points to this node, that is PTR of next means which element? This element, right? So hence we are making this guy point to this guy, right? Now when our PTR of val will be equals to PTR of next of val, then we are not going to change the position of PTR, okay? We are going to remain PTR where it is, right? So then again we are going to check whether our PTR of val is equals to PTR of next of val. Now currently our PTR is this element, right? And PTR of next will be this element because we have cut off this link, and now this element is pointing to this element, right? And now we find that this one and this one are equal, right? And hence what we're going to do, we need to cut this link again, and we're going to make this PTR of next point to PTR of next. Now PTR of next means this guy's next will be pointing to this element 1. Sorry, this guy's of next will be pointing to 2, right? So currently our PTR is over here. PTR of next means this element, its next will be 2, and hence this 1 will be finally pointed to 2, and hence we have removed all the duplicated ones from the linked list, right? Now again we're going to check whether our PTR of val is equals to PTR of next of val. Now we know this is 1 and this is 2, right? And thus 1 is equals to 2. This condition is false, right? Now when we find that this condition is false, then we are going to move our PTR. Now our PTR will be pointing to PTR of next. So we're going to write our PTR as PTR is equals to PTR of next, right? And what is the PTR and what is the PTR of next? So currently our PTR is this element and PTR of next will be this guy over here. So currently our PTR will be pointing to this element, this 2, as you can see, okay? So now again we're going to check whether our PTR of val is equals to PTR of next of val. Yes, it is true, right? Because 2 and 2, this is also 2, and PTR of next of val is also 2, right? And hence again we're going to just cut this link off, and we're going to make this 2.2 this 3, right? So now this 2 will be pointing to this tree, right? So again we're gonna check this ptr of val is equals to ptr of next dot val, and this condition is false because true is not equals to 3, right? And hence we're gonna move our ptr. Now our ptr will be currently this element 3, right? This is going to be our current ptr, right? Next we're gonna check whether this ptr of val is equals to the ptr of next of val. Now I find that yeah, this is also 3 and this is also 3, right? And hence they're equal. Now if they're equal, what we're gonna do? We're gonna perform this operation, that is ptr of next is equals to ptr of next dot next. Now this is a ptr, right? And ptr of next means this string, right? And ptr of next dot next means null, right? So we need to make this pointer freeze next pointer point to null. Hence this link will be chopped off, right? Now again we're gonna check whether now we find that our ptr of next is null, right? Because this tree's next is pointing to null, right? Now when it becomes null, then we're gonna terminate from the loop, from the while loop, right? And hence we're gonna return the head. And if we return the head, we're gonna get this linked list, that is 1 will be pointing to 2, 2 will be pointing to 3, and while 3 will be pointing to null, okay? And hence we have got our resultant linked list, right? Now the time complexity for this algorithm will be big of n, right? Because we are actually traversing through each and every element of this linked list, right? And while the space complexity for this algorithm will be big of 1, because we haven't used any extra space over here. So for this problem there are two corner cases. It may happen that our head, that we have only one element, right? Now if we have only one element, that means our head will be pointing, head of next will be pointing to null, right? And if this condition is satisfied, right, then we're gonna return head, okay? Return head. So it may also happen that we have only we have no elements in our linked list, so which means that our head is nothing but null, right? Now if our head is null, then also we're gonna just return the head, right? So now let's see the code for this algorithm. So let's first handle these two corner cases when our element is 1 and when there is no elements in our linked list, right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna check whether our head, if the head is equals to null, right? Or our head of next is equals to null, right? If either of these conditions are true, is true, right? Then we're gonna just return head, and that's it. So this will work. So this will check whether there is only one element, whether there is zero element, right? And this will check whether there is only one element in our linked list. And if the either of this condition is true, then we're gonna just return our head. So next, what we're gonna have? So next, I'm gonna have a temporary pointer. So let's consider a temporary pointer, just like PTR we have considered over here. So let's consider a temporary pointer current node, right? And this node is currently pointing to the head. As you can see over here, we have made this PTR point to the head, right? So now let's have a while loop. Now in this while loop, the terminating condition will be when our char of node will be equals to null, right? So that would be our terminating condition. Now if our char of node of next, sorry, to be next, yeah, char of node of next is not equals to null, right? Then we're gonna go inside this while loop, and what we're gonna do, we need to check whether our ptr of val, right, is equals to ptr of next of val. As you can see over here, we have written ptr of val if it is equals to ptr of next of val, right? So let's consider this example. So in this example, as you can see that we have, so if our ptr is over here, right, now your ptr of next will be over here, right? So in such situation we find that this both are equal, right? So we need to write that condition only. So let's write that condition. If our val is equals to next of val, right? So if this condition is satisfied, right, then what we're gonna do, we need to make our ptr of next is equals to ptr of next of next. That is, we're gonna make this element point to this guy over here, and hence we're gonna do it over here. That is, we're gonna make the current node of next, right, points to current node of next, right, and that will do our job. Now if this condition is not satisfied, right, then what we have done, so let's say that our ptr is over here, and our ptr of next is in this element, right, that is element 2. Now we find that 1 is not equals to 2, right? In such a way, what we're going to do, we need to increment the ptr by 1, right? So we need to make the current node is equals to current node of next, right? That's what we're going to do over here. Now, now coming out of the while loop, we're going to make, we're going to just return head, right? Okay. Now let's run the code. So if you run this code, it is saying accept, right? So let me just submit it. Okay. Now it is also saying accepted, right, over here. So I hope that you like this video. If you like this video, do give a thumbs up to our video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon in order to get the latest notification first. So I'll see you in my next video.